Figma launched its own AI native agent that runs directly inside a collaborative canvas. Natural language prompts to generate designs, edit existing ones, or automate iterations with multi-agent support and Claude Code codex integrations already built in.
Cmd+AI. For our designer at Figma and also work on agents. And today we are so excited to introduce to you a new agent in Figma. Let's jump into a few examples of how you can put the Figma agent to work. First up, there are some tasks that
Which
just
is really
take
interesting.
Imagine
you see a
component that needs to be swapped out.
So you'll see her, she's describing a change, set all the components. So she's mentioning a component there to their higher states. So that's probably something, a very domain specific request from the Figma agent there, right? Find all text larger. Let's pause it on that. And change the font to Inter. It's a very, very context aware, very just helpful. They're not leaning into the design aspect, which is interesting. Here we go. Add code syntax for all web to all my variables. The name should be so you're actually able to control the file itself fairly under sort of not the code creating the file, but the structure of the actual Figma file itself, which is really nice. And now they're getting into like design. So give me 3 design options for this that's organic. So to go ahead and design those files, and it looks like it's related to the original one, which is quite nice. But that's where you're not going to get the best out of AI for design, to be honest, is those generation things, but useful nonetheless. And here, styles and else, this looks like it's that's the design library, and it looks like it's taking advantage of all of the Figma stuff, so it's definitely tuned to Figma. Oh yes, and also they're going to go through comments here as well, so you're going to sort these comments by theme, creating a new revision of my design. So you can actually use all the comments to create a new design instantaneously. That's really nice. That is really nice, because we've just handed in a design and they've left loads of comments on the Figma file for all of the copy changes. Literally just use the AI agent to like add all of the comments, all the text changes to these, and highlight any that don't make sense or whatever. Amazing. That's really good. And the interesting thing is, because I got a text about this as soon as I woke up yesterday morning, so it's brand new off the press, but right before, this is crazy, right before I received that text, I tweeted this. AI is not there for designers, but what you can do is use it to research, iterate, explore, draft, implement your idea. We need a pro design tool that supports these areas, then you might just win over designers. Now, I think they've really approached this in the right way, because designers friggin' hate AI. Designers friggin' hate the fact that their jobs are not at threat. They really aren't. Like an AI that does design will satisfy people who have no idea about design, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, I've AI designed a bunch of my apps and I'm mostly okay with them, but a better designer could probably look at them and be like, you know, they might follow basic UX trends, which is where my focus mostly is. But AI design just isn't there, and I don't think it's ever going to be, because I spoke to Kabaza about this yesterday. Like, there are 2 types of designers. Some of them are very, you know, methodical and spreadsheet designers, let's call them, who, you know, design based on, they're probably more UX focused designers who don't go too crazy. But then you've got the artist designers who literally want to put their soul into the design, even if it has been done a million times before, or it's whatever. They want to know that the thing that they're in, is it the exact thing that's in their head, goes onto a piece of paper, metaphorical piece of paper. And the chances that AI is going to do that is like slim to none. So those are more artistic designers, and then obviously there's a scale in between, you know, but you're never going to satisfy that half, especially the latter half of designers, because they don't want AI to do it for them. But they shouldn't rest on AI. They need to be embracing research using design, not even doing it in a design tool, just staying in ChatGPT or using Perplexity or something like that, researching, iterating. So once they've designed something, using it to and not taking the whole design and iterating on it. Maybe it's just a button, maybe it's just a section or something like, or it's a font choice. Using AI to just throw out some of theirs and leaning into this idea of exploration, you know, whether it's give me some random ideas that I would never think of, just spice this up a little bit, what do you think, and then you might reject them, or implement this font and this font and this font in 3 separate designs of this, or 3 separate iterations of this exact design, so it's only changing the font. All of this stuff looks like exactly what Figma Design Agent is doing. Drafting as well, you know, again, maybe your prompt is mega long, but you can just get it to spin up, you know, especially if a design has been done a million times before. Like, how many times, what if you get a client that just wants the very basic dashboard app, you know, that left hand side panel, you know, sidebar, you know, widgets. It's been done a million times. Get an AI to spin that up. Like, you don't, not every single design needs to boil an ocean. Not every single design needs to reinvent the wheel. Like, let's leverage patterns when appropriate, but if you have got artistic freedom, then that's when you can bring in your own creative touch, right? And then implementing your ideas similarly to the drafting, which is like, this is exactly what I want, just go and do it for me. Like, I know what I want, and AI might be able to get 90%, 98% of the way there, and then it's in your Figma file then, and then you can just change it up, make the border radius 9 instead of 10 or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Like, just use it as a starting point while you set that up. Whilst you go to the toilet, you come back, most of the work's done that would have taken you like 45 minutes or whatever to get to that point, and then you just come and just tap it in the net. You know, that's a football reference for scoring a goal. So yeah, I think Design Agent covers these. They were very careful in their video to not shit on designers, to not take away designers, because their role is not, you know, someone who lives in Figma. Their job is not going anywhere for a long time. You're always going to get people who still want a unique and crafted piece of work that AI will never achieve, or at least you'll be prompting for ages until, you know, you get it. The good thing about AI design, though, is that I guess the worst thing about AI code is that you'll have hallucinations somewhere. There'll be code that's written that just doesn't do anything, or it will leave code in that's like irrelevant anymore. Good thing about AI design is you're looking at what it created, and if it's gone something wrong, you just correct it. I mean, it's a lot less complex than code from a technical perspective, but either way, yeah, at least you know when a hallucination has happened, you know. So yeah, Figma Design Agents, I'm a big fan. I think this is the right step in the right direction for designers to begin to embrace AI instead of rejecting it, because it's not trying to replace them. It's not trying to stick it in the way of something they want to do, they love doing. This is part of a larger conversation on my show, Cmd+AI, which we stream live every single week. We discuss the news and all things related to AI in the world of design and web. Catch us next week and join in the banter.
Cmd+AI.